And we are live. Welcome to Glammaz Closet, guys. Good morning, everyone. Hi. Sorry about the voice, but y'all know I've been sick. Trooping through and got some exciting things on deck for this week. Good morning, Aunt Boo. If you'll excuse me, I need to mute for just a second. I got a little cough to do. Sorry about that. Good morning. Happy Sunday, everyone. Happy fall. I love fall, which it doesn't sound like I do, but I really, I'm such a fall girl. I mean, when your season is fall, like and everybody says their season is fall, but like I was born in the fall, so I feel a little, I don't know, everybody's season is fall, I think, in spring. So I'm glad to see pumpkins out. I'm glad to see all of the things. It's a charming time of year for me. I love it when it's like a little bit chilly. You know, when you wake up and it's cold and then it gets warmer throughout the day and then it gets chilly again. I love that weather. I love it. I'm not sure, so sure it loves me back. That may be a one-way love. I don't know. That might just be me having a crush on it. So let's say good morning first in chat, Cajun Roots Reseller. Mwah. Good morning, Johnny, my love. It's good to see you. Good morning, New England, Betty Boop. Good morning, Lisette. Happy Sunday. And P. Murph, my brother from another mother. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Jonathan and the kids over at Cops. Good morning. It's good to see you. Aisha Dancer, my show me homie. Good morning. It's nice to see you. And there's my sissy. Good morning, sissy. Love you. Let me know if you still need those packages done. Perla, good morning. It's good to see you, honey. Perla with the good hair. Liv, good morning. Hi. It's nice to see you this morning. Thank you so much for being here on this Sunday morning. Cough, cough, talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. Yeah, it really is kind of like that. Raven, good morning, Raven. It's nice to see you this morning, too. Thank you so much for being here. Wow. All the gang showing up. What's up, Lilith? What's up, Lilith? It's good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. So I just wanted to kind of catch us up on the closet news. Thursday morning, still with Johnny on Poshmark. Thank you so much, Jeannie, for covering for me last Thursday. I was supposed to have my granddaughter that morning. I ended up not having her that morning, but because I've been sick and my voice has been a little roached, it was very kind of her and she covered for me. And thank you. Sunday morning live each week at 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Mountain, 8 a.m. Pacific, 4 a.m. Hawaii, 4 p.m. in Great Britain, and 2 a.m. the following morning in Australia and New Zealand. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and thank you in general for everyone who tunes in. Jennifer Hayes, I see you in there, honey. Hello, baby girl. Mwah. It's good to see you. Good morning, gorgeous. Speaking of gorgeous, good morning, Dodo. How you doing? Good morning. Happy Sunday, Dodo. Yay, Lisette. Woohoo. Got approved to sell on Whatnot. I know you're going to do great because I've seen your Posh lives, and those are great. Those are fantastic. So good job. Excuse me. Again, you get it. We do have the Classy Crap All-Stars edition coming up this Thursday night. I'm excited for this sale. These are people who have had me on their channel selling this year. So it's my chance to pay back to them, including Cajun Roots Reseller in the chat, Two Old Guys Vintage, Patrick Murphy in the chat, Horizon Picks Roy, and myself. I did not actually originally plan for it to be a giant sausage fest. It just sort of happened out that way. I literally, like, I invited Ella because Ella's had me on her show too. She was unable to make it, which understandable. We've all got different schedules. And so much love to Ella. But yeah, it's pretty much Glamma and the Sausage Fest is kind of the theme of the whole show. So it's going to be really fun. Ooh, okay. I'm working on my listing for live whatnot this Tuesday. All vintage jewelry. Nice. Right? Nobody's mad about the sausage. We just don't want to see how it's made. Yeah, so we'll take care of that in the back. We do also have the bar this week. The bar is back. So Friday night at the bar, October 27th, I may or may not be in costume. 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern time on Veronica Mitkay's channel. She was kind enough to host. And I look forward to hanging out with my girls from the bar. It's going to be fun. We haven't done it in a minute, so we're missing that. So that about catches us up on the closet news. And Veronica, oh, thank you so much for dropping links. Jennifer Hayes, you are a rock star. I love me some Glamma sausage. Oh, my Lord. Giant is a bit generous. You don't know. I don't know. Good morning, Ronnie. Tackle hugs. Tackle hugs from Missouri. Much love. Mwah. My sister from another mister. Veronica, she just said your name and you are here. She's like magic. She's getting ready for a lunch date. Ooh, girl. Yes. Yes. Okay. Well, we all hope it goes well. We all really hope it goes well. So if you don't know, the past couple of weeks, I've been a little under the weather. Obviously, I sound like, I sound so charming right now. I love sounding like she's a man, baby. Yeah. Very masculine. So I did want to go ahead and begin with, before I jump into the fashion part, I did want to begin with what's sold, because I think it's important that I sort of keep up with those numbers. And here is why, because we did the listing challenge, and it's important to know what came from the listing challenge, whether or not it was more productive than usual, that sort of thing. I love that we did the listing challenge mid-month. And if you're really going to do a push for listing, mid-month is a great thing, because typically sales, for me anyway, I don't know about it for everybody else, but for me, sales will slow down a little bit mid-month. And then it pick back up towards the end of the month. And I don't know if that's a paycheck thing. I don't know. But what I do know is that mid-month, for some reason, has historically been, it's a little bit lower in sales. So I'm thrilled that we did it mid-month. I have my numbers for October 8th through the 15th. So that was actually the week that we did the listing challenge. I had, I had 10 sales plus one bundle sales. So I had 11 sales, but one of those bundles was 2 shoes. So I separated that out. My gross for that first week of the listing challenge was $314 for 11 sales. It was a good week. My net after cost of shipping and after discounts was $221.51. After cost of goods, average cost of goods being $3 per cost of good, and 11 sales, so it's 33. Average cost minus the average cost of goods, my total profit, just profit for October 8th through 15th was $188.51. The following week, October 15th through the 22nd, or last week, I should say, until today, we had 9 sales. The 9 sales totaled $244 gross, $187.12 net. That's after discounts and shipping discounts. And minus the cost of goods, which 9 times my average cost of goods, which is $3, was 27. So minus the cost of goods of 27, my total profit was $160.12. So what I think is interesting is that the week before last, when I was doing the listing challenge, I had just about one of everything. I did get a couple of sweater/sweatshirts. I'm just putting those in one category. I did get a couple of those, but everything else was like one jacket, one bag, one jean, one dress, one access, except for shoes. I sold 4 pairs of shoes that week. Last week, I had literally one of everything. So I had one accessory, one pant, one bag, one intimate, one dress, one skirt, one shoes, one tee, and one sweatshirt. So this was really, it's not, nobody's buying like a ton of any one thing right now that I'm seeing. I'm not seeing like, 4 pairs of boots or something like, I'm not seeing that. The only thing that I'm seeing were really that one shoe heavy week. And 2 of those pairs of shoes were in a bundle. So technically 3 sales, I guess. But it leads me to the conclusion that people are buying generally. Also, they're going to be hitting up those holiday sales. And that is where our story begins. I'm joking. Actually, I need to take a break. I'll be right back. I'm going to blow my nose. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Okay, let's catch up with the chat really quickly. Let's see. Jennifer, thank you for dropping that link for the bar too. Let's see, Lisette. I applied 2 years ago. She's talking about whatnot. They said no. They reached out 9 months ago. I said no. I was salty. So I applied again about a month ago. Sometimes it takes a minute to, come to terms. Oh, I see. I applied about a year ago. I made a first account and never got approved. So I made another account 3 months ago and I'm still not approved yet. So I guess it takes a while. Yeah, Perla, yeah. Dodo's had hers for a year and a half and she never had a show. I didn't either. I made the decision not to. I jumped on the whatnot train when everybody was jumping on it. When it first came out, and when it first came out to me anyway, when I first discovered it. And I decided that I was going to sell on whatnot. And then I realized how very fast that thing moves. And there was something about the format that didn't feel comfortable for me. I'm not saying it's a bad format. It's just not mine. It's kind of like Posh live shows. It's not that I don't like a live auction. I'm okay with that. But yeah, it just was my thing. And everybody's got their own thing. Shockingly, no shoes for me, but sweaters and a coat. Yes. Yeah, it's that time of year. Aunt Boo, we do need nose blowing music. I wonder if somebody could really hook me up with like a little thing where, it's like a thank you thing, like a little thank you video, but instead of thank you, it is instead like a nose blowing video. Mm-hmm. I hear BooTube Productions does wonderful work like that. This is the time of year when I can ask for free stuff because my birthday's coming. Good morning, Real Beauty. You are a real beauty. Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming in. What's up, Chuck? Chuckles. Straight out of Wisconsin. A fanfare. Yeah. A trumpet solo. That would be funny. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Again, it is what it is, unfortunately. I do have other news. Okay. The movie Killers of the Flower Moon just came out last weekend. It's a movie about the Choctaw Nation and how they were moved to a reservation in Oklahoma, and I think they found oil. And in the 20s, they were people were murdered. People were trying to get at it. The government, yada yada yada. I don't mean to be dismissive. I just don't know the rest of the story because I only saw the trailer. But there is a lot of buzz around this, so expect. Style watchers are predicting a resurgence of interest in some traditional Native American beaded and woven items and things like that. Deerskin skirts and fringe and, things that are stereotypically sort of Native American, fashion. The thing to be careful of is, there's Native American and then there's Native American inspired. And the inspired stuff, you're giving money to whatever company. If you really want to support the Native American community, probably you should look for a Native American owned business, and you may have to pay up a little, but it's going to be worth it for those fashion choices. So just putting it out there. From the Business of Fashion magazine, thanks to the viral Tabby Swiper, Mason Margiela's iconic split-toe shoe shot to the center of online conversation. The style's been on the rise for a while. Good morning, Cameron. The style's been on the rise for a while, and let me see if I can find what I'm talking about and share a screen with you really quickly because it is kind of hilarious. Okay, here is a very good example of these. Okay, so these are a pair from Kyoto. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I don't know. That's what I'm talking about. The split toe shoes, where it looks like it makes your foot look like a hoof. Yeah, it's gonna be, man, I don't even know what to do with this trend. All I can tell you is keep an eye on these shoes. If you come across them at the bins or while you're out, sourcing, if you see them in the Goodwill, pick them up because people are actually buying these things and they're becoming more and more in style as we go. Let me make sure that that's not, okay, it's not an emergency. Wait. Yeah. So they look like they're like they're like a for lack of a better term, they're like a moose knuckle shoe. I mean, it's like a camel toe shoe. It's so funny. And the weird thing is the style watchers are like, everybody is wearing these things. Everybody's wearing these things. All the influencers are wearing these things. So we want to kind of keep an eye on just things like that are trending, that are like, this is so weird and awful. But if you see it in a thrift store, pick them up. They're gonna sell. There's gonna be some idiot little style watcher who follows it. Asia Dancer 100% agree. They'll know the significance and symbolism behind what they made and put true value. Yes, absolutely. Raven, thank you so much. Gianna Little Whiteman makes beautiful Navajo pieces. Thank you. I was looking for some beaded earrings. Did you see the one about the guy who posed as a mannequin and robbed the store? No, but that's awesome. I mean, it's not awesome that he robbed a store, but that's so wow. That is I'm actually kind of impressive. I'm kind of impressed by that. Takes me back to my days as a ninja, a camel toe foot. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Hey, Cameron, it's good to see you there. Mwah. And Fart Sack, I see you snuck in the side. Mwah. Good morning, sugar. Yeah, I wouldn't wear those either. I'm just not. I'm just not a. Let's take another look because this is fun. Yeah, those are not. That's not me. That is not. I'm not. I mean, I love fashion, but sometimes it takes us a sideways. Don't think they look comfortable. Yeah, it doesn't look comfortable to me either. Oh my God, Georgie! Mwah. Georgie, guys, in the chat, everybody say hi to Georgie. Georgie. It's good to see you this morning, my sweet kazoo. Yeah, I Mason Margiela was I don't know if they were the original designers of those. I want to say it was probably something like I don't know. Yeah. No self-respecting female should be caught dead in them. I don't know. Cardi B's wearing them. Everybody's. Yeah, they do look like a moose knuckle. That's the thing. They're like, oh my God. Jennifer, thank you so much, guys. Jennifer has dropped the link for Jana Little Whiteman. I'm going to be coming back to that later on and looking for things. How many toes in each spot? Toe socks make sense. Flip flops make sense. These don't make sense. Yeah, it's almost like there's like because it's not like one big toe and then like the other four toes. It's almost like the there's like big toe, second toe, and then the split, and then the other three toes. And I'm like, I need all of these toes. I'm old. I need all these toes. I have to balance myself. Good morning, Dee. Good morning. It's good to see you. I miss her. Aw. My buddy used to wear his pants mid-belly, tight rolled. I'm like, dude, you look ridiculous. Yeah. Well, and there are some things, it's a choice. It's not my choice. May not be your choice, but some people make a choice. But people are literally paying up for these. So if you come across them in a thrift, just yes, they look weird, but they are selling. So pick them up. You never know. Vogue is reporting Versace has a brown crop coat, Chanel has a black leather coat, Balenciaga has a printed duster. The long leather trench is swinging back around, which we all know it's never really all the way out. The long leather trench coat, but it's beginning to make more of a comeback for this winter season. Hello, Jody. It's good to see you this morning. It's beginning to make a comeback for this winter season. So it's not just runway ready pieces that are the leather trench coats. We're seeing different colors. There were some greens, some reds, but Neocore is the black leather coat is way in. So yeah, feet enthusiasts would love these shoes. I know what you mean. So yeah, it may be worth putting up your black leather trenches too. And just, sort of making sure that those are promoted listings. I have a waterproof Marlboro reversible duster needs listed. Interesting. Okay. -1 Raven, bad dogs. I see you post. Lynn, hello. Yeah, I know, right? I know, right? Those shoes. Those shoes, Lin. I'm just saying, oh, really? But I don't make the style, I just report it. So the Kylie Minogue, Kim Kardashians, Kendall Jenner, Anya Taylor-Joy, Nicola Peltz Beckham, which I think is like David and Posh Spice's kid. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I think that's who is. I think that's who is really starting to sport the black trench, the leather trench. So really just sort of pay attention to what's going on with the influencers. Not that you have to follow them. I mean, honestly, unless you want to hear a lot of vapid things. But it's worth sort of paying attention and just kind of scrolling through what the influencers are wearing, because typically that's what's going to end up selling. Dana pretending she's not a fashion influencer. I really am not. Look at this is the soft this is the soft long sleeve tee from Torrid. So, ooh, Torrid. This e-commerce bites reports, and we will get to the big news in a second. E-commerce bites reports the Poshmark will be launching gift cards and plans to make them available in time for holiday gift giving. We will see. The question is, would they be at Walgreens like eBay cards are? Would they be on Poshmark? And are they ever going to sell in let's go ahead and get to the news, because are they ever going to sell in other countries now? Because according to The Guardian, and according to actually several of the people in the chat, you'll notice Georgie and Lin. Poshmark has officially closed down in the UK, Australia, and India. That is The Guardian backed up that report. UK and Australia excluded. Yeah, well, they're excluded from. They're not excluded from being shut down. They're excluded from something else, I guess. Poshmark announced the forthcoming availability. Let's see. Poshmark online marketplace for new and secondhand clothes has shut down, with customers furious that they were given less than a week's notice. Poshmark Australia will officially close on October 26th. So this Thursday, with the marketplace in India and the UK also shutting up shop. Aussie users will have until October 25th to use any remaining credits. From October 26th, buyers won't be able to make any new purchases, and sellers can't create more listings. Sellers will have until November 1st, according to The Guardian, to redeem their Poshmark earnings, with the marketplace to completely shut down the following day. Yeah. So basically, they just set up like earlier this year in the UK. Excuse me. The news has angered, obviously, many customers and sellers who have had countless items up for sale. Why are we as sellers only finding this out? Was a comment on Poshmark's announcement post. Via this post and the pop-up on Poshmark, as someone with over 500 items in my closet, some better communication would have been appreciated. I think more notice should have been given to sellers to give them the opportunity to sell their inventory, as so many put so much work into it. For the amount of work that's gone into our closets, we deserve more than a week's notice, one person wrote. So this brings me into my salty treat. Here's the thing. You were the one who put a selling opportunity out in the middle of three separate new countries. You were the one who put the opportunity on the table, and then with literally 1 week's notice, you snatch it back. 1 week's notice. With that type of business model, I don't understand how you're ever going to make any money. How you're ever going to make any money, Poshmark. They didn't market it at all. My suspicion was the neighbor parent company who pulled the plug. Yeah, I think, Georgie, I think you're right. They did want to focus on the US and Canada markets, and they weren't ready to go global. Chuck, you're right. It just really burns my chaps. I have been a huge supporter of Poshmark, huge, not a huge seller on Poshmark, but that's my primary platform. And it really is disappointing as a seller to know that they've done this to other sellers. Naver is, the way that they did it was incredibly irresponsible. It was so irresponsible to be like, hey, by the way, your closet disappears in a week. And you have like 2 weeks to pull out any monies that you have coming to you. And what if your final day is like the 26th, right? To be able to have something sold. That doesn't give you much time to get things shipped out. What if something gets lost in the mail? And then now you have until November 1st to cash it in, and it's still sitting out there. So you lost money on your product. It is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Why would they do that? Poshmark, shame on you. Shame on you. Shamey on you. The shame is on you. It's ridiculous. It's so bad. And I'm like, well, I don't understand. And on behalf of those of our viewers who are or anyone who's just tuning in, who is on behalf of the sellers from the UK, from India, from Australia, shame on you, Poshmark. Shame on you. I don't blame you if you guys are ticked off. I don't blame you if you're like, you know what, Poshmark, go screw yourself. I would be so angry. And in fact, I'm actually kind of angry anyway, because it means that, if you're going to do that, then why didn't you just use the eBay model and go with global shipping to begin with? Poshmark's whole thing is that they've got like the fixed seller, that they've got like the fixed shipping rates. It doesn't have to be that, though. It could be same country fixed shipping rates, and then, if overseas as needed. Why are you all not thinking outside of the box? I mean, global retail reselling is still a really viable way to make money, and it's also a really great way for people to Christmas shop. A lot of people, it's increasing every year that people are purchasing things as secondhand items and thrifted items for the holidays and for birthdays and things like that. So why at this juncture, why would you do that? I just don't understand it, and I especially don't understand how you approached it. You mean to tell me that you're like, you know what, let's just shut down something tomorrow. Let's just shut down the UK. Okay, hey UK, we're shutting down tomorrow. Bye. That's not how those decisions go. And if you're going to do some stuff like that, you need to give people notice, honey. That is ridiculous. Let's see. That could be a debacle. What if the funds don't show up in time? That's shady. Yes, exactly. It feels very skimmy to me. You're right, Jennifer. That is just wrong. When Glamma says shame on you, I feel bad. Good. Don't worry, Chuck. The shame is not on you. If the shame were on you, you'd feel bad. I feel sorry for the staff at Posh UK. It looks like they weren't told either until the morning we got the message. Never. According to the Posh statement, sellers and buyers can apply for extensions, sort of, if they need something taken care of after the enclosure. Yeah, let's see how well they do that, because they did the other part of it so well. That's right. That's right. Shame. Shame. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, it is. That's why we only sell on Bonanza. Poshmark is basically advertising other platforms and cross-listing with that move. You don't need a better reminder to not put all your eggs in one basket. Yeah, it's like Poshmark's like, you know what? I'm gonna make you guys go to Vendu. I'm gonna make you guys go to List perfectly or whatever. Yeah, it's. I just don't understand. I don't understand the mindset behind that, and the way that they did it was so rude and uncalled for and abrupt and unnecessarily stressful for the sellers, for the buyers, for everything. I am really, really upset about that. Perla, apparently I'm not selling on Poshmark anymore. I miss it. I kind of miss it. They could do that is the thing. Hey, that's right. They could do American sellers like that too then. So beware. That's right. They could pull the rug out from underneath us too. Susie, we are talking about Poshmark, which has decided to close very abruptly in the UK, in India, and Australia. They just opened in the UK this year, and they are closing down completely their platforms in the UK, Australia, and India. It's ridiculous. Georgie, it had so much potential in the UK market. I'm surprised they didn't wait until after Christmas. Right? Is that not the dumbest thing? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm floored that they didn't wait till after Christmas too. Watch one day they'll switch to only live shows in the US. They could very well do that. Yeah, mine would be out too. Yeah, Susie, that is crazy. I messaged the CEO and CMO and some of the execs in the UK too, and not surprising, no answer. What? They didn't answer you? They didn't care enough to answer? Yeah, it's yeah. If you're ever going to pick up a cross-posting platform, let that be a lesson to you to do that now. Let that be a lesson. Oh, okay. No matter how much you love your job platform, no matter how much they say they love you, blah blah blah, you can love said job platform. They do not love you. You know who loves you, Chuck? You know who loves you, Patrick? This guy right here. This guy right here. He loves you. Also love how they announced it right after Posh Fest. Yes, they did. It's shady. Yeah. That's right. Glamma loves you. Never forget that. Glamma loves you. I'm not hip enough for Depop, but this is absolutely a nudge to cross-list more. Yes. I may actually be ironically hip. I'm joking. I'm not ever going to be cool. That's just impossible. I worked for a company that planned on not telling us they were closing until the last schedule. Wow. Oh, Chuck, you're fired. I like you, but not like that, Patrick. You know what? I think you kind of do. Yeah, they canceled an in real life Posh event literally a week before, and lots of people had booked time off and booked hotel, train tickets and stuff. Should have realized something was up then. You know what though? You never know. I mean, you never know what's like, cold and flu related, or you never know why people are canceling that sort of a thing. But yeah, that does sound sus. Again, excuse me. Sorry. This is nasty, y'all. Do you know anything about eBay lives? Interesting. I didn't know that eBay had lives. Somebody let me know if you've experienced eBay lives or if they're planning on having lives. That would be interesting. I wonder if they also timed it with regard to taxes for them, like wrap it all up before the end of the fiscal year. That could have something to do with it. Very smart thinking, Ronnie. I did want to reach out to, again, Jeannie from MJ Beans. Jeannie, if you're watching or if you're watching later, please accept my humble thanks and my very, very great appreciation for covering for me on Thursday for the Poshmark Q&A live with Johnny. I truly appreciate it. It's nice to have somebody in place who actually even knows more than me about Poshmark. I feel like everybody does, really, but honestly, she's a smart cookie and she's a lovely person, and I really appreciate it. I appreciate Johnny and Ella for their patience this week with my being ill. Today is the last day of antibiotics and steroids, so better do all the push-ups I can. Oh, they had you fill in an application for it, but you haven't heard much yet. Interesting. Denise, good morning. Mwah, good morning. I hope everything is great at the Magical Emporium. Ping, good morning. It's good to see you. Hi, I hope things in Cali are great. eBay Lives are usually in Las Vegas. This year they were online, but had 1 to 2 day events in several cities. Interesting. Okay. They did beta for lives on eBay only for mobile. They already stopped that beta test. Huh. Interesting. It'll be kind of fascinating to watch that. Happen, if that happens. Does anyone sell on Grailed? When items pop up on Sellhound, they seem to be higher than other platforms. I don't think, I do think that a lot of people like the, I do think a lot of people like the whatnots, the online sales, the Posh Lives, that sort of thing. But there is a segment of the population who will probably abandon online shopping if they take away, something sitting still that you can look at. If that makes sense. I don't want to type in a search bar and then be brought into a live auction. If I want a bar of soap, I want a bar of soap. If I want a pink jacket, I want a pink jacket. So if I'm clothes shopping, I don't want to look at like, here's the auction for you. That's not happening. So I don't think that they're going to abandon the selling platforms that, sit still. I don't think they're going to abandon everything for a live. Then again, I couldn't have predicted, in 1985, I could not have predicted being live on a computer. So who knows what's going to happen. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Jody. I appreciate it. Good to see you. Raquel, my love. Mwah. Hello, beautiful. You heard something about it. Yeah. If anybody's going to hear about it, Jennifer Hayes is going to hear about it. She's got her ears to the ground. She knows things. I do like Poshmark Lives. I'm trying to get back to whatnot, but just curious what other online sales are available. Yeah. And for some people, that is the perfect platform for them. I love that. That everybody has a way to sort of, everybody has their own way of selling, and that you have so many different options for what feels comfortable for you. But they screwed the UK. Let's call it what it is. No BS. They screwed the UK. They screwed India. They screwed Australia. Shame on you, Poshmark. Shame on you. Hey, speaking of shame, no, I'm totally joking. I was looking for a segue. That was a horrible segue. Good morning, Roy. How you doing? This is Roy with Horizon Picks. He will also be on our classic wrap auction on Thursday. We expected flying cars, though. I did kind of expect the flying cars, and I really thought that the Bermuda Triangle and quicksand were going to be a lot more prevalent than they were. Who knew? I grew up in quicksand, not so much of a problem. Yeah, rings bell again. With the bell, Denise. We were talking about Poshmark, and here is the news on the Poshmark. From the Guardian, and I'm going to just quote the Guardian directly, just for anyone who missed it. Poshmark is dead in the UK, India, and Australia. Poshmark online marketplace for new and secondhand clothes is shut down, with customers furious that they were given less than a week's notice. Poshmark Australia will officially close on October 26th, with the marketplace in India and the UK also shutting up shop. Aussie users will have until October 25th to use any remaining credits. And I think that's all three of them. From October 26th, buyers won't be able to make any new purchasers, and sellers can't create any more listings. And then sellers will have until November 1st to redeem their Poshmark earnings, with the marketplace to completely shut down on November 2nd, the following day. So they did this without warning. They hyped this huge thing up. They hyped it up in the UK. I know they did because I talked to UK sellers, and they were like, oh yeah, it's like a big, woo-hoo. And yeah, and they then, turned them over and screwed them. It is what it amounts to. Yeah. So I'm really unhappy with Poshmark for that. Yeah, they're ghosting. Basically, they're ghosting our sellers, our fellow sellers. And I do not like that. Maybe Posh is going down. That is a possibility. And it is all the more reason for me to get on top of my cross-listing game and get that under control. I do need another nose-blowing break, so please talk amongst yourselves. Be right back. Sorry about that. I really do need something that's like, I need like a trumpet or something. Yeah. And boo, I feel like when the trumpet sounds, hallelujah. Yeah, that's when I'm yeah, I've never done much with Posh, but will delete my account. Well, stick around long enough, Denise, they may delete it for you. I mean, honestly, they are just, oh. Yeah. I think there's another good reminder not to leave your earnings in an online platform. Cash out when you can. I cash out like a minimum of twice a week. I mean, honestly, I really, really do. I just have to keep going. So, triggered. Yeah. When I hear that trumpet sound, I'm gonna get up out the ground. There ain't no grave. That's another whole long story. Johnny Cash did a great version of that, though. If you ever get a chance to listen to it, listen to the Johnny Cash version. Of course, it's the best, which goes without saying, kind of. Hey, big bro, it's good to see you. Good morning. He has greetings and salutations for the chat. Hello, it's nice to see you this morning. Welcome. Happy Sunday. So that is From what I understand, the reason for the other country dropping the Posh is because of the conflict going on at this time. I don't know, because we're talking about there's a conflict going on in the Middle East, and of course there are conflicts all over. There's the Ukraine and things like that. But Australia, India maybe touches on it, and I don't think they actually do. I think that's more northern, like Pakistan. But I would, the UK and Australia, I just don't think they're selling to like their fellow countrymen. So they're selling for the country in the country. It's kind of like Poshmark in the US, where, I can't even ship to Canada or Mexico, and I'm in North America. So yeah, it's a little weird. It's a little weird. Hey, Rich, we were just talking about, everybody say good morning to Rich. Mwah. We were just talking about how about Poshmark shutting down in the UK, and yes, go get him, Ronnie. Wish me luck, or him, probably that. Yeah, he's gonna need to be on his toes. I hope that you get somebody who's able to be on their toes at that date. Excuse me again, sorry. The country didn't drop the posh dropped the countries. That's true. Yeah, that's the Poshmark. But Johnny, you do have a, yes, on the 26th, but I never used it. Smart. They just introduced it this year. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you, Poshmark? Oh, you can tell I'm a Midwestern mother. I'm good at guilt. And shame on you, Poshmark. The shame. Mm-mm. So anyway, after shaming Poshmark properly, hopefully I've done it properly. Yeah, I'm just kind of hanging out, not really talking about much, blowing my nose a lot. I am looking forward to the Classic Crap auction this Thursday because, and please pay attention to this, because it is the last Classic Crap auction of the year. It's the last Classic Crap auction of 2024. The next one that I have would be all of the girls. It's a girls sale, so it's girls' night. The next one that I have is going to be probably closer to the end of January, beginning of February in 2024. Hey, Zero, good morning. Mwah. Hi, sweetie. So yeah. Hey, not Glenn, what's up? Hi, Craig. Good morning, sweetie. So because of that, I love doing this thing where I just kind of collect little jewelry here, little jewelry there, little jewelry here, little jewelry there, and build these jewelry jars. And I'm creating the mother of all jewelry jars. It's incredible. So we've got some huge jewelry jars. I've got all sorts of things. Christmas, but more Christmas and winter wearables. Just, all sorts of fun stuff that I'm looking forward to selling. So if you, and if you're not from here, but you're in the UK or in Australia or in Canada, Mexico, wherever you are, if you're not from here, but you want to, join the chat and chime in, please do so. You are always invited and welcome on this channel. So let's go back and say hi to folks. And Rich, I said hi to you, I think. Yeah. And you're right, Denise, I think there is a lot more to the story than we'll ever know. They do not let us into those boardrooms, do they, when they're making those decisions? I think if they did, they'd end up with common sense, and they don't want that. Zero, good morning. Hashtag not Glenn. Good morning, not Glenn. Jennifer, thank you for dropping that. Lindsay and Alvin, my heart, hello. It's good to see you this morning. It's nice to see you. Nita J, hello, sweetheart. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And Timeless Jewels by Deborah. Deb, I have such a massive jewelry jar situation happening on Thursday, so I hope you're able to tune into the Classy Crap auction. But Timeless Jewels, if you don't know, Deb really knows her stuff. I would check out her auctions. She is incredible. She is really incredible. Okay, and folks saying hi to each other. Big bro, you're right. It's about the money. It's always about the money. Follow the money. That's what I keep telling my son. My son's been taking some political science classes, so of course he wants to go toe to toe with mom because they got to cut their teeth on something, right? So yeah, my baby, and when I say my baby, he's like 26. He's 25 now. So my baby has been talking political science and things like that, and he's beginning to spread his wings, and I keep telling him, I'm like, no matter where you are, look at where the money's going. No matter who's in power, no matter who's doing what, look at where the money is. The money is where the actual power is, and those are the people making the decision. Yada yada, follow the money. So yeah, we got it's interesting, but yeah, I think you're right, big brother. I think it's just one of those things where figure out where the money's coming from and going to, and you have your answer probably. I might be able to. I'm teaching paranormal classes this week. How fun! Oh my god. Hey, you gotta let the cops know too. Not the cops, but like the Crossover Paranormal Society. You gotta let Jonathan know that you're doing that. Oh my god, he would love that, I'm sure. That is fun. I have babies from 33 to 12. See, yes. Okay. Jennifer Hayes gets it. Jennifer gets it. And yeah, I have babies and then I have grandbabies, but my baby is my baby stands like this. It's so funny. Yes, but he will always be my baby. Although you have to be careful when they're when they were in the Marines. I used to be able to sneak up on him and stroke his little head while he's sleeping, or put my hand on this side of his cheek or something. And he wakes up like he was in Nam now. He wakes up like, and he's like, he wakes up really aggressive. So I quit doing that. I quit sneaking up on him while he was sleeping and checking on his breath and stuff. It freaks him out, and it freaks me out when he freaks out. So, yeah. Did Daily Refinement respond back Rockstar Flip allegations? Oh, what? I didn't know anything about that. Is this may be some reseller drama that I don't know about? Huh. I gotta be honest, Cyril, I don't follow a lot of reseller drama. I do try to stay neutral and on the sidelines and not really get too involved in that. And which does not mean that I won't watch, a slow moving train wreck. I'm just as nosy as everybody else. I'll be nosy Parker on the side with my coffee going, I wonder what's going on there. I just don't get into it or usually seek it out. But now I'm going to be looking at it at zero. We're doing a podcast today. Oh. On Showman's Rest at Woodlawn Cemetery, tragic circus accident. Wow. Because of the 86 that instantly died. Oh, wow. Deb, you got to drop that link. You got to drop that link. I can't make you a mod from here. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull myself up on YouTube. Pull yourself. Show me what you're working with. This is about to get really meta and weird. Okay, there we go. I muted myself. I can't stand to listen to myself. Hold on. Okay. Deb, you should be able to drop a link now. Oh, it'll come out next week. Okay, make sure that we know. I'll be keeping an eye out on um, on on your channel, but please make sure and bring it up in Johnny's chat too. Okay, let's get back to this online gossip. Let's see. Okay, Daily Refinement, Rockstar Flipper. I don't know, but maybe they can just box it out on YouTube, Cyril. That'd be good. Yeah, it'd be great views. Deb, that really does. It seriously sounds fascinating. It sounds so cool and very timely. Let's see. Jennifer Hayes. Yeah, for sure. I don't watch either of them, but heard there was a beef. Someone called someone out about something. Somebody's always calling somebody out. A boxing match would be kind of fun. Yeah. Rockstar Flipper is saying he has a, yeah. I don't know about that. I'm with Jennifer. I don't really watch either of them. But, sometimes people will to create sort of deliberately drama-inducing environments in order to get more watch time. Sometimes people will jump on a bully bus to make sure that they are still staying relevant and still have watch hours, and to stay monetized. I'm not saying that that's what's going on. I'm saying that's a possibility. I'm saying you always have to consider that may be a possibility. It may be clickbait. It could be people just searching for drama so that they can get more watch hours, more views, more subscribers. Sometimes I'll see a lot of that. So yeah. Timeless Jewels by Deb, on the other hand, ghost hunting. That sounds fun. That sounds fun. Yeah, drama llamas. Drama llama ding dong. Yeah, so I don't know what their beef is, but it's possible that there is a legitimate thing happening. I don't know. I don't pretend to know. I'm just saying that sometimes people, yeah. Patrick, just walk back in. Drama on YouTube? Say it ain't so. Yeah, sometimes people just want to, collect some pearls. Deb, thank you so much for dropping that link. Appreciate it. Ghosts only talk back once in a while. Humans suck. The refinement guy. Yeah. Yeah, Susie, you're right. Those look like, doesn't it look like a cool podcast? That looks like a really cool podcast. Oh, see, I have beef with my ghost. He toots and blames it on me. I've got the same ghost. I think we're haunted by, maybe it's Dad. It's like the ghost of no, I wouldn't blame that on Dad. Of course, he would blame it on us. So, I'm just saying Dad would throw us under the toot bus. Maybe it's time for us to take his name in vain too. He would laugh. I was taught that if it's on the interwebs, it's true. Well, of course it is. Chris was asked to produce receipts for those expensive sneakers he was selling and he couldn't do it. It's the ghost of dairy. Yeah, it's the ghost of cheese past. Me too. I did post our UFO and other audio-only podcast on my YouTube channel. Cool. Yeah, Deb's slinging some really cool paranormal stuff. And it's not that it's not interesting year round, but it's really interesting. There's something about Halloween that just like makes it the perfect season for it. It's a lot of fun. Guys, I am going to go ahead and jump off and try to save what's left of my voice for Thursday. I've got 4 hours of auction to do, and I'm hosting, so excuse me. I apologize. Again, I'm so sorry that I've been, hacking at you. It's what I got. It's what I got. I'm sorry. But I will see you on Thursday. I look forward to it. That again is at Thursday. It starts at 5:45 Central Time. So 6:45 Eastern, 4:45 Mountain, 3:45 in Cali on the Pacific Coast. And if it is at 5:45 p.m. here, then it's at 11:45 p.m. in the UK. So anyone from the UK, it's going to be almost midnight, about a quarter to midnight on Thursday night, this coming Thursday night. Yeah, I'll be on. I forgot about that. I'll be on. I forgot to announce it. I didn't forget about it. It's on my calendar. I will see you Wednesday on Sophie's channel. Mwah. I look forward to it. And yeah, I love tea with honey. Thank you so much, my show me homie. I created my own cough medicine. It's very simple. It's honey and lemon juice and Jameson's. It's pretty good. So, hey, Swampy. So yeah, with the honey, the lemon juice, the Jamesons, and then I just, if I don't want to shoot it straight up, I can just add it to some tea. But I made this much, and there's this much left, so it's pretty good. Anyway, yeah, it's sort of like a hot toddy, but it's just a toddy. It's just a toddy. I'm not even going to. Whiskey is good medicine. I don't know if it is or if it isn't. I am not a doctor. I can just tell you that it's. I slept much better afterwards. So, with that being said, I hope everybody has a wonderful week. Please, please, please join us on the Classy Crap All-Stars auction this Thursday night. I really hope that I get to see you guys there. And of course, I will be on Veronica Mitkay's channel on Friday night. The girls at the bar are back, and we are going to be partying like rock stars. So I'll probably be on this cold medicine right here. So I just hope that you always remember and never forget, no matter where you go, and no matter what you do, never forget. Please don't ever forget. Glamma loves you. I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye.